So average of $1 price increase over all regions, which will roughly increase revenue around $2 billion. Netflix is increasing prices in the US and Canada by 11%. They are now the most expensive service in the United States, more expensive than HBO. The basic plan will now be $9.99, standard plan will be now $15.49, and the premium will be $19.99, all in United States dollars, by the way. So they're increasing their prices because the beginning of 2020, they had a surge of subscribers coming in, flooding in. Of course, they increased their prices back then as well. Now, going forward, they're predicting they're going to have they're saturated into the market and kind of flatlined. That's one thing bad about having these spikes, is that after the spike, you kind of have no growth or less growth. So Netflix's own prediction is that they're going to have less growth or lower growth going into the future. But one thing interesting is it appears that their revenue per subscriber has increased, which shows that perhaps they are in fact having more subscribers with premium options, because we all know, I'm guilty of it too, allegedly password sharing, right? So Netflix has been kind of putting their foot down as of lately about password sharing, but there's more higher tiers that allow multiple screens to be used at the same time. Now, one thing that Netflix does that a lot of other places don't, they tend to release all their episodes at once, which allows for binge watching, which can cause a dynamic where people pay for a subscription, binge it, and cancel it, wait till something good comes out. Unlike HBO, Disney Plus, Amazon, etc., they tend to release episodes one at a time or week by week, which tends to keep people subscribed. Or you could be like me and wait till the whole season's out and then go subscribe and watch it. So that's the dynamic that's different about Netflix. Of course, with all that money they're making, they've been having a lot of successes, right? So successes like Squid Game, a lot of final seasons such as Ozark debuts this year, a lot of other special content coming this year, and a lot of content that is original to the Netflix platform is coming as well. Because of all the human malware delays, all that is finally starting to catch up. So that revenue is going to increase to better content theoretically. I mean, look at the success that Squid Game has taken, and that's taken the world by storm. Like, there's almost, I don't know of almost anyone that has never heard of it. Not everyone has seen it, but basically every time they have a success, they increase prices. And being that they're projecting by themselves that they're going to either lose subscribers or plateau in total subscribers, this makes sense for them going forward. On top of that, I don't know, kind of rubs me the wrong way, but I also understand their business. They got to make money. This is how they got to do it. Andrew, did you have, of course you got some stuff to say about that. What do you got to respond to that about Netflix increasing the prices?
Well, one thing I really like about Netflix that the other services don't seem to do is their mail-in DVD program. You know, I use that religiously. And oh wait, is that not a thing anymore?
I don't think that's the thing anymore, bro.
Oh, never mind that. Now what I have to say is, I think they've done well with their self-made stuff made in the Netflix studios. That they've been making a lot more content themselves in-house, rather than buying up movies and shows to put on that already existed. But the thing is, Amazon has their own studios. Disney definitely has their own studios. So there is a pretty high bar to maintain in order to be competitive with those, alternatives in video streaming. Not to mention the fact that basically anyone who has streaming services that's maybe trying to save a little bit of money each month, if they put, if they say they can save $10 on Netflix or save however much on Amazon Prime, they're probably going to cut Netflix. Prime shipping is, integral to most of our lifestyles at this point. Mm-hmm. So, and it includes Prime Video. It doesn't seem like an extra cost. You're already paying for it. So if you're trying to cut money, unless Netflix has something that you're pretty attached to, it's probably going to be Netflix to
Stargate.
Well, there you go. But beyond that, yeah, I mean, the projected earnings, their earnings report came out. They fell short of expectations on Q4, and their projection for Q1 of 2022 2.5 million new subscribers, which last year was 4 million. Not looking great to be down over last year. So between those two things, the stock took a pretty big hit, which, I don't think the market was wrong there. I think it's not looking great for Netflix. I mean, they're a big enough company to figure out a way to survive, but right now I think they're in some tough times, and they need to take an action, and maybe raising the price wasn't the right move. I get that to make money, if you're not getting new subscribers, you need to raise the prices in order to make more money. But if you're not offering a service that is worth it, then you might have the opposite problem of losing existing subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You're going to increase revenue by increasing prices, but also you're going to perhaps lose some of your subscribers because they're like, what, $1 more or whatever more it is? Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm already paying, for Amazon Prime Video and, Amazon Prime and Netflix and, Disney Plus and HBO Max Plus Super Ultra, whatever. I mean, it's kind of looking like cable again, guys. Like, remember why we all cut the cord on the cable? Is because we got all this crap we didn't want. There was this monthly fee that we couldn't do anything about. And then we had these boutique services that we could pick the things we want. Well, they're kind of coming into it full circle almost. But I think maybe increasing prices wasn't the best option because they're losing subscribers, but maybe kind of pull like a Microsoft, right? Invest more within themselves to bring more content, which they're already doing. But they claim that they're going to use this price increase to use that revenue to bring more content, which there's actually no original Netflix shows that I like a lot. This is some unpopular opinion. I actually don't like Stranger Things that much. I like the first season, but the rest of it just doesn't have that, like, it got too popular and it just kind of shows, in my opinion. Squid Game was pretty cool, but for a Korean drama, it's pretty subdued. But a lot of older TV shows that I really like are still on there, so I like it a lot for that. Just looking at chat here, so Magic Lucky Magic Lucky says, I like to mail in my Netflix DVDs after I finish playing Solitaire with my 6500 XT. Well, when you play Solitaire, make sure you don't have too many cards on the table. You might run out of memory to render all those cards. So yeah, let me just look through the chat here. If there's anything else about that. Some goblin loser IDK rest in peace DVD straight to your hard drives. Cut out the middleman altogether. Yeah, I used to rip DVDs back in the day. DVDs that I own, of course, to keep my own digital copies. That way I'd have to get the DVD out every time I wanted to watch it, obviously. Yeah, so I think it's kind of fine. I mean, I'm not going to cancel my Netflix subscription. I have the premium plan, and several people use it. I share subscriptions with Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus with a bunch of people I know in my own little circles. So we all pay, like, I pay for Netflix, someone else pays for Disney Plus, and we share the subscriptions within a little group of 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, I think if you're paying for single screen Netflix, you're doing it wrong. Yeah,
it's like $10, dude. For double the price, you could, like, even if you did the thing where 3 people just chipped in. I mean, they didn't say it had to be only 3 people, you know what I mean? Like, it could be like 10. Just can't all be on at once.